first questions I seen. It said, a girl said, a guy told me he liked me, but the next day he told me he didn't, but he still acts like he did. What do I do?
You ask him?
Yeah.
Clarify?
So you telling the girl?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you kind of just, like, don't assume. That's not okay. You know, don't be in the dark about it. And if it really matters, ask him. I mean, what difference does it make now, tomorrow, an hour later, whether he says yes or no? The only difference is you get a date or you get a boyfriend. If you don't, you're still the same person.
Okay. Cool.
My thing is, this Isaiah. My thing is that I feel like he's trying to set you up to be a side chick. I don't know. If I see it like that, I wouldn't mess with him. Or I would ask him straight up, and then I don't know, then figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Pi, when it comes to like attractive girls, though, don't you know how like some guys are scared to approach them?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, do you think most girls want the guy to approach them and talk to him and say like, hey, like, how are you doing and stuff like that? Because some attractive girls are like really intimidating.
Oh yeah. I like to blame like Disney and stuff like that because it's always taught girls growing up that guys have to make the first move, and all that. So usually, especially really pretty girls who like know they're pretty, it's a little harder because they expect the guy to come up to them. They don't want to put any effort forward usually, which can be fun. But no, I definitely think that most girls prefer the guys come up, even though we don't realize that guys is just as nervous and intimidated by us as we are by them. But I think that thanks to Disney and stuff like that, we definitely expect it more.
That's really true. I feel like I wouldn't have a problem. Well, I guess I wouldn't have a problem if a girl came up to me, but like, I don't know. I would feel better if I went up to a girl though. Like, personally.
Yeah.
Just because it makes you feel like you did something.
Yeah. It's just like a nice confidence boost. I get that.
Yeah.
One girl, right? She's best friends with the guy, but she really likes him. But she don't know if she should, she don't know if she should actually talk to him or just, like, go ahead and just move on and try to talk to somebody else so it don't become awkward. Do you think do you think that's, like, hard sometimes, like, between a guy and a girl to be both friends because it might ruin that friendship, relationship aspect?
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely something you have to factor in. When it comes to trying to date your guy friend or trying to date your friend who's a girl, because are you comfortable with them because you like them, or are you comfortable with them because they're your friend? And then once you're in a relationship, what's going to change is always a problem, and what do you expect to happen? That's personally something I've always struggled with. I always get crushes on my guy friends. So it's a little hard for me too. But yeah, it's definitely just easier to go up and tell them if you're feeling confident to, hey, I'm digging you and we're really good friends. Do you mind if we go out on a date or something like that? And then if it's good, then it's good. And if not, then all right, cool. We went out to lunch and that was nice. When do you want to hang out with friends again,
I don't know.
Okay, you don't have anything?
Like, I don't know. It's just weird to be with friends. Like, I don't know. That's just weird sometimes. Like, you have friends and you like them. That's like, I don't know. I don't know.
So, Isaiah, you think it's hard for you to be friends with an attractive girl?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes. Well, no. Not really. Like, if I find her attractive, I'm going to tell her that. But then eventually, if we do become friends, I don't know.
Well, my thing is, like, okay, look, say you are friends with the girl, right?
Yeah.
Automatically, you probably got to know if it's like a brother-sister type thing. Because if it is, then I mean, it probably won't go anywhere.
If she's too tough, man. She's too good. She's not going to be my sister. It's not going to be my sister.
Okay,
she's too good looking.
So if it's a dime, she's never going to be like, it's not going to never be like a brother-sister type thing.
Never.
Probably is that the same for you too? If you meet a guy that's like a dime in your book, it's never gonna be that thing where it's a brother sister type of thing.
I think that's a complete lie. I like to think that my best friends that are guys are very attractive, that I am not attracted to them.
Gotcha.
Like, for example, Tyler and Cam. Like, I think they are very attractive guys, and they, like, have girlfriends all the time, but I personally would never want to see either of them naked. That would just be scary.
Okay.
That's just, like literally seeing your brother, like, naked.
Yeah, because I see what you're saying, because most of these relationships, they develop, you know, over the years. Is like, okay, that's like my brother or sister. So, like, it never go that far.
Like, yeah, like, we started off, like, for example, if I did have feelings for Tyler or Cam, like, I would definitely make an approach about it, but, like, we're such good friends over the years, we've gone through so many things, it's just so nicer to be, like, a supporting friend on the sidelines watching them grow, compared to being in a relationship with them, which could be very messy.
Yeah. Do you know, like, I try to wonder about this, too, like, me and Isaiah, we went through this, I think I kind of went through it when I was younger. When we do see girls, right, like, that we probably have feelings for, that we find attractive, that we just meet, it really is kind of hard to, like, figure out what you're gonna do. Like, you kind of freeze, and it's like, damn, is she gonna have, like, a bitchy attitude, or, like, what do I say? And then, like, in your mind, you have it all made up, like, what's gonna happen. But at the same time, like, if you don't say anything, and then, like, a day later, you're like, damn, well, I should have said this to her. I should have said that. Do girls go through the same thing?
All the time.
Okay, that's surprising.
That's
all the time. It's like a routine almost.
Wow.
I've been friend zoned way too many times, man. I can't tell you, yo. I can't tell you. That happened way too much. Where I just freeze.
Okay. Oh, I'm reading another question now. Some girl named Nia, she said, I am 16 and my boyfriend is a jerk. He doesn't take anything seriously. Advice, please. Wow.
Well, you're 16, so you should, not that big of a deal. You should really just be probably focusing on your schoolwork at this point, because boys are a dime a dozen. Like, and especially boys at that age, like, guys mature so much slower than girls do, especially in high school. They're thinking about, like, going, well, like, in middle school and high school, you're just, like, thinking about going out with your guy friends, like, sports, video games. They're not really set, like, girls' brains where it's just, like, relationships, cuddling, like, you know, different expectations. Yeah. So, like, if a boyfriend's being a jerk at 16, it's okay. There's another 16-year-old that's willing to, like, be your boyfriend, too. It's not that big of a deal.
Cool. Good advice. For one of my weaknesses, right, I think, like, when it comes to relationships, I probably, like, since I want to, like, become successful first and be financially stable before I really, like, settle down, I think right now I probably, like, have commitment issues. Like, right now where I can't really commit to anything because I'm so committed to my work, you understand? And I know some girls sometimes, like, I know that some of their weaknesses, they hop from, like, relationship to relationship to relationship as soon as they get out of one. Is that because they're always, like, searching for a companion?
It definitely could be a dependency issue. Well, not really issue. It's just that, like, some people like being with company always. Like, some people don't know how to function on their own, which is why people who are successful are lonely for the most part, because they focus on themselves. So, yeah, it's the girls that jump around from relationship to relationship, or just girls that, like, don't necessarily, I don't say love themselves. It's just that they really, really enjoy when other people love them too.
Oh, got you. Yeah, you got any weaknesses?
Yeah. Dimes. Good-looking girls. Strawberry milkshakes. My weakness. I don't know.
Well, when it comes to girls, like, so you said dimes are your weaknesses. How come?
Because, like, they make me, like, very, like, weird acting. I'm very weird around dimes. I can't explain it. Like, I can't talk. I'm just weird. Aww. Yeah. They usually have to talk to me first. Is
that something you always struggle with growing up?
Yeah. Oh. If it's a dime, they're going to talk to me first, and then we end up being friends. I don't like that.
Well, change it. Change the routine next time.
I
Next time
can't.
You talk for you can control the conversation.
Last time I tried to talk to the dime, I really chickened out. Like I walked up there and I smooth curved. Like I started losing my breath. My breath started getting thin, and then she ended up talking to me first. So.
Pi, do you have any turn-offs?
Any turn-offs?
Yeah, like what turns you off on a guy?
Definitely a guy who doesn't have manners. And just like, not even manners, like, if you say please and thank you, and hold the door open, like that's cool. But it's like, I go to have a conversation with you and you're always interrupting me, or you're always like talking over me. That's just like social norm manners that you don't have. And that's just, I don't know, rude, you know? And I just can't handle people that are rude. That's definitely always a turn off.
You got any?
I got a big turn off. I do not like people with crazy looking teeth, yo, or yellow teeth. If their teeth are yellow or they're just crazy looking, like they've been chewing on some metal or something, I just can't, man. I don't know why. It's just if I really look at people's teeth first. That's like the main thing. You don't got like okay teeth, I ain't talking to you. That's weird.
I think one of my turnoffs is like, I guess hygiene and laziness. So like if they don't take care of their hygiene and if they're lazy, like they don't want to do like anything with their life. Like like if a girl just wants me to sit on the porch with her all day and we don't have a job or anything, or we don't do anything like throughout the day, like at least going for a walk at the park. If she just want to sit on the porch and not do anything, or just watch TV and not do anything every single day, that would suck. I wouldn't like that. That would be absolutely terrible, man. That wouldn't be fun.
That stuff is boring.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Pi. How what's your whole feeling and like take on this whole Trump thing, this Donald Trump thing?
Oh, Trump. I am thankful for Trump to a point, because it really does show you what the majority of America thinks.
Yeah, because he's winning.
Which is really scary for like people like you and I, who are like people of color. Or like me, for example, where I'm like I was born in Peru and then came to the United States. Yeah. Like I have my citizenship and I have all my papers and stuff, but like there's still people who like to like tell me to hop back over the border. So Trump is just a racist, a loudmouth, rude man who just doesn't deserve the spotlight, and is being consumed by the spotlight, honestly. It's consuming us, and we're not going down a very good path.
Yeah, I definitely like, I love Bernie and like what he stands for. I really do hope he can make it through the Democratic like primaries and stuff, or like, you know, or win a Democratic part, because if it's just like Hillary or Trump, if I kind of feel like you're picking the lesser of the two evils, it's just like so it's just like I'll be praying and hoping for Bernie, because I really do love Bernie, because I feel like he's for the young people, you know. He's like, definitely the difference between Hillary and Bernie, I like to think, is that Hillary would be a good Democratic nominee if we want to continue on the road that we're taking. But Bernie is definitely somebody who's thinking bigger and starting up plans for the future, for like, you know, making changes. But I definitely want Bernie to win. Like, I love that little old man. But it's just, we have to get our generation to get out there and vote, register and vote. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like, back in like 2011, 2010, you know, we didn't really see the whole like race type of thing. Like our generation, we were really unified. You know what I mean? Like we like loved each other. And I feel like what Bernie says, like I think like these elite people or whoever, like they were just like, let's drop seeds of racism on these kids. Because if you think about it, we were like one of the most united generations like ever. Because we didn't think about all that type of stuff. It was like we all got along, and then before you knew it, like especially 2013, 2014, 2015, this is like, it felt like the 1950s or something. It's like been pretty bad. So like, I definitely do want Bernie to win because I feel like he can help unify us again and, you know, bring us together and show us what really, like, you know, what's really the problem. Instead of like being like Trump and saying, you know, these people are to blame when that's not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we are America. We are united.
Yeah.
Like, States of America. Like, there's no separation. Like, the whole premises of the United States was like the melting pot. Like,
exactly.
Differences, and then Trump is just trying to make it white again.
Yeah.
It never was white.
He's straightforward.
Exactly. Oh, Pa, yeah, you go to University of Delaware, right? You're in college.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite things about college?
Meeting. So, what I really like is living in Newark and being surrounded by so many people my age. With so many big plans and like the inspiration I get, like meeting new people and hearing their stories or like their majors and what they plan on doing with it, and why they picked that major. It's just so inspiring to hear so many kids my age working for something.
Yeah. What you got?
My thing, what I like about college, I like meeting people. I like you know, doing new stuff all the time, but also like partying. I never really partied in high school like that, and now we party like all the time, every weekend, just about. And yeah, I mean, I still make time to study, but I really do like partying.
Hold on, Isaiah, are your grades looking good?
My grades are fine,
Okay,
man.
all
My
right,
grades are good.
That's good.
I got 97 on my last project. I'm putting in work.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, you gotta maintain those grades. You know?
I got it. I maintain it. Once they start slipping, I don't know.
Now, Pa, do you miss anything about high school?
No.
No.
No, sir. High school was nice, I'm not gonna lie. It was nice in the moment, but looking back, I'm just like, I am so much happier right now.
Yeah. And what about you, Isaiah?
I miss high school football.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I cared about.
Was your worst year? What was your worst year in high school?
Me?
Oh, I was asking Isaiah. I'm gonna ask you next too.
My worst year,
Okay.
freshman year.
Freshman year, why?
I don't know.
What was it? Because like it was like a struggle, like the females, the grades, or what was it?
Sophomore year was my worst year.
Oh, okay, sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year.
You know why?
Well, okay. So freshman year was probably my worst year as far as like football and like. But like sophomore year, like that was the first time like I ever been like really upset because of something a girl did.
Okay.
Yeah, and like football was kind of rough that year too. It didn't start getting better till the end, and I don't know. My grades were kind of slipping towards the middle of sophomore year too. So
it was a whole rough patch.
yeah.
All right, Pa, what was your worst year of high school?
Probably my junior year. Because just like bullies, I guess. That's because you know how they say as you progress in high school, you find out who your real friends are.
Yeah.
Just like you start off freshman year with like your whole class, and then like by senior year it's just like 4 of you. But yeah, junior year was definitely when I realized a lot of who were my real friends and who weren't.
Okay. Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think junior year was probably my worst year too, cause like I think I was struggling with like I don't know, like I guess I was looking for the right type of person, cause I think I was finally ready for a relationship, but I felt like I don't know, as a guy I felt like I kept getting friend zoned at the time, so it's just like us guys, me and Isaiah, we both know like getting friend zoned is like the worst. And hold on, do girls, you guys really don't go through that though, do you? Like I'm speaking off of ignorance because I probably don't even know, but do you guys really go through like the friend zone thing?
Well, me personally, I don't, but I do know some, and I feel bad because I put a lot of guys in the friend zone, but so I'm like the bad end of all of it. But I mean, I personally never dealt with being friend zoned. I mean, maybe once or twice. but it wasn't that big of a deal for me. But I do know some girls that deal with that or are like always afraid of that. And yeah, I can imagine it really sucks. Or just like being afraid to talk to people too. Can really, really suck.
So do girls, like, you guys know when you guys are like putting somebody in the friend zone, like, cause you kind of know if they're about like kind of attracted to you or anything?
Well, yeah, it's that moment. Actually, that moment really sucks when you are just enjoying the person's company and you are just friends, and then you realize that, oh no, they like me and I just friend zoned them. Like if you're like compassionate like me, I'm just like, crap, another disappointed guy. But some girls will take it like as a thing of power, I guess, you know? Like they have the ability to put guys in the friend zone. Some girls are just mean sometimes.
You know what's funny? I noticed this too, right? I wonder if, let me see, I'll bring it up. But like, when some guys get put in the friend zone, or if they like, once they notice they're in a friend zone, they're like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna talk to her anymore. So let me just go ahead and talk to other girls. Once that guy talks to other girls, it's like that girl that friend zoned him wants attention. Like, did you ever see that before, or like, have you ever went through that?
Well, it's also like, kind of weird because some guys don't realize that girls, I don't know. It sucks because you go talk to that person every day and you establish a friendship with them. Like, and they end up getting the friendship they don't want. Like, they end up getting a friendship instead of a relationship, and then it just stops. So it's just like that person you talk to every single day just left. So you're kind of just like, hey, friend, where'd you go? And you're just like trying to talk to them again. And then some girls actually, I would assume, try to get their attention again because they miss it. Or other girls just move on and realize that they just wanted a relationship.
I just think girls are just very complicated. I don't know. If somebody friend, I don't know. Like if I were to friend zone somebody, I don't think I ever have. But if I were to do that, I don't know. I don't know, yo. I don't know how girls think, yo.
Well, how many girlfriends do you have? Like friends who are girls?
Too much, yo. Too much.
Were any of them like girls that you are just friends with? Like you literally don't have any attraction towards them?
Like one.
Okay, do you think that maybe she would ever have a crush on you and you friend zoned her?
Nope. I have no.
Really?
I don't think she would ever have a crush on me.
You see, that's the thing. Like, girls sometimes, like, don't realize that guys, like, develop crushes on them. We really are just, like, oblivious. Some girls are just, like, naturally flirty. You know, that's just a personality. They're just nice. And it gets mistaken, and then you don't realize that that person developed a crush on you and that you hurt their feelings because you don't have feelings for them. Sucks.
Got you. And one friend we talked to yesterday, she told us, like, when we asked her what makes girls attracted to bad guys at the beginning stages of their life, she told me, like, it's the alpha male mentality. Like, that's what makes them attracted to bad guys at first, because it's like, it seems like they have control of a lot of situations. I don't know, like the dominance those guys have. Like, so
yeah.
In your opinion, like, do you agree, or do you have another take about that?
Well, I definitely agree with that. I definitely think that it is like a instinctual alpha male thing because, like, I don't know if you've gone on Facebook and you see this post that girls or guys, I remember posting our age, where it's like, when you're 21 and you just want to be in a committed relationship and, like, everybody's, like, messing around.
Yeah.
When you're young and you're a girl, like I mentioned before, Disney and, like, movies put in the idea of a relationship. So when a guy is an alpha male, when all the other guys respect him, you kind of think that he's more mature. Where it could just be he's just like a tough guy for no reason and just really not mature at all, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely think that like the bad boy because he's like, we think he's like a mature and like a big guy, you know, running like the rules and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely, I agree with that.
Another question, Pi, what's your opinion on Kanye? Do you think he would actually run for president on 2020?
I think that I don't know, Kanye is like the rap version of Amanda Bynes. Do you remember that? Do you remember when Amanda was crazy on Twitter for a second?
Yes, I do remember that.
I kind of feel like he's just like a wild card.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's actually going to do it or if he'll end up like coming out with an album that's the name of the album, running for president or something like that. I don't know, honestly. I mean, it would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be a less dangerous Trump thing. So, like, everybody's just kind of like, oh, he's just messing around, and then somehow he would like get ahead, and everybody's just like, wait, really, Easy?
Yeah, because like, did you see his speech at the VMAs?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, I was like kind of lost, like
You just kept talking in circles.
Yeah, like I know he was like, it's for the kid, like the kids, bro. Think about the kids, bro. He kept saying that, and then I'm like, okay, like okay, Kanye, go deeper or like get to the point. That's what I was trying to think, like. And then he said he was running for president, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Are you a girl that's like really into the Kardashians?
I hate answering this question, but yes, I'm not really into reality TV, but I do keep up with the Kardashians just because their life is just so interesting to watch. I mean, I'm a communications major, so I people watch, you know, I analyze and I analyze personalities and categorize them by like what I see. And the Kardashians are just so interesting to watch. Like they don't realize life is like a real thing, and they're just like surrounded by money.
Wow, that's interesting because I have a cousin that's into the Kardashians too, but I always wonder like what I know. You know, a lot of social media things that say they can't stand her and stuff, but then on the other hand, you do got a lot of people that like the Kardashians, and you said they're really interesting. Is it like? I'm trying to figure out what makes them interesting. I'm trying to get like a key word here. Like they're just entertaining people.
It definitely is just the obsession that our generation has with reality TV. It's definitely that. It's also, I like to think, definitely our obsession with material things. With like Instagram and Twitter posting like the things you're doing, the clothes you have. And the Kardashians, they have everything. Yeah. So that's why people follow them on Instagram and on Twitter, because they like to think that I feel like when people see that stuff on Instagram and on Twitter on their news feed, they feel like they're like involved. They're a part of it, even though they have nothing to do with it. They feel like by commenting or by liking that they have some kind of part in that jewelry or that fucking whatever Kylie Kardashian or Kylie Jenner's putting on,
Yeah.
It's definitely just like an obsession.
Okay.
That's all you can really put it.
So do you think? I guess we should respect Kim's hustle, huh? Because she honestly did she really get famous from the sex tape? Well, the one funny thing about Kim Kardashian is that my favorite fact about her is that she got into Hollywood. Like, she was one because of her dad and her mom, because her dad was like a big time lawyer. Yeah. And then also she was a closet cleaner for Paris Hilton. Oh, okay. So she literally started from the bottom. And her lucky break, like her big break, was the sex tape. But she was like working her way up there anyways. Like, she had connections with the Ryan Seacrest because of her dad and her mom. Like, her mom dated Bruce Jenner, who was a giant Olympian. So they were on their way up there eventually. It was just that the sex tape definitely got her ahead. Definitely. I don't know. The Kardashians, they're kind of like they're all right to watch, but like I don't know, some of the stuff they do is crazy. Like I just like keep up. Like, I don't keep up with them, but like when they do like really crazy stuff, you just have to see it. Like, what's his name became a woman. That was crazy. Oh yeah, Bruce Jenner turned to Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah. I respect, this is what I respect about Kim. Like, when she came up, right, I feel like she put her mom and her sisters on the map with, getting the show and everything. Like, she got them paychecks too at the same time, where they could launch their own businesses and stuff. And as a family person, I respect that. And then yeah. And then what's up with Caitlyn? At first, like, okay, you wanted to become a woman. All right, hey, that's her. that's that's her wishes, and I respect that. Now, but at the same time, she's saying she's not gay, but she like I don't. You understand? Like she's so confusing because I don't know what she wants.
Transsexual in general is a very confusing topic because it's really because gender is what you identify with. That's the argument. So like you grew up being told you were a boy and you like grew up used to that and you have a penis and all this stuff, so it's just like normal for you. Your thing is like girls. You like butts or big boobs, like that's just like a thing that you grew up with. Well, some people who are transsexual or they grow up being told all that, but for some reason they don't feel that way. So it really every I guess case is different because you could feel like you are a woman, but you're not interested in women. Like you have the same mentality, you like the same things as the women do, but you like to have sex with women still, for example. I don't know. It's just really confusing. It's all about it's just every case is a very personal case because I know a lot of transgender people who have switched over their genitalia. And I know a lot who haven't, who like to keep their original parts but still identify as the opposite sex. It really is just a very confusing situation in general.
Okay. Oh, shoot, what was I going to say? I forgot. Oh yeah. Is that true that Caitlyn is a Trump supporter? Or is that some mess?
I think I haven't really read much up on that, but I do think I saw something about that because, well, if you think back, Bruce Jenner was a Republican. He, a lot of people, Bruce Jenner is a public speaker. Well, was a public speaker, I should say. He was endorsed by many politicians because he was in the Olympics. He was a track runner. Like, he was an all-star, like, USA man. And he's very much a Republican. I know that. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Caitlyn Jenner now supports what's the name, Trump, but I don't think Trump like that she supports him because Trump is kind of an asshole.
About Blac Chyna, do you think she's getting with Rob to get revenge out on Kylie and Tyga? Like, what's up with that?
I don't know, really. I didn't really like keep up with the Blac Chyna drama when it originally started, just because I don't know, I just did. I only kept up with the Kardashians. Like, I don't really even keep up with normal celebrities. But I do think, I don't know, she, as a woman, I noticed that in her pictures, she has her son. Like, for example, I saw that they went to Legoland for Rob's birthday or something like that. And she brought her son. I don't think that she's using Rob to get back at Kylie because no mom would bring her child into a relationship like that on purpose, you know?
Yeah. Well,
like, Chyna might be, like, all this drama and stuff, but she's still a mom. Like, she still, I would assume, put her child before herself.
Yeah, like, this will I can tell you some of the stuff that happened on the side. Like, Amber Rose had appeared on a Breakfast Club, right? And they asked her about the whole Blac Chyna situation when it came to Tyga. This is before Blac Chyna got with Rob, and they were saying, hey, how does Blac Chyna feel? And Amber Rose said, honestly, she's like, devastated because he left his wife and basically his child for a 17-year-old girl and stuff. And Blac Chyna is Amber Rose's best friend, so it was a whole emotional thing going on. And it seemed like she was pissed off because she was so used to hanging out with Blac Chyna was so used to hanging out with the Kardashians. Now it was just like gonna be awkward because Kylie and Tyga were dating. So like, so from that perspective, can you see if why Blac Chyna got with Rob, or you probably think they already had like chemistry before from her being friends with her sisters?
Yeah, like, I didn't know that she was friends with the Kardashians before that, but if she was friends with them before that and she knew Rob before that, from like what I see on Rob's like Instagram and like Snapchats, because yes, I'm that obsessed. It definitely seems like they are friends before they started actually like hooking up. And I did see on Twitter that Kylie Jenner said, like, made a remark on some newspaper or magazine, I should say, that she, like, no matter what, she's always going to support her brother because it's her brother.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that, like, they don't really have a choice, especially because Rob was in the dark for so long. Like, they kind of have to help him in whatever he wants because it's their fault that he was depressed for, like, years.
Really?
So they kind of owe him.
What happened? Why was he depressed?
Well, he just, like, I remember in the couple of seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, he kind of just, like, couldn't take all of the paparazzi, and he, like, gained all this weight, and then his, like, mom was micromanaging his life, and that's why he, like, disappeared from, like, social media for, like, 3 or 4 years, and, like, you didn't see him anywhere. But that's Blac Chyna is the reason that he's, like, out and about now, and, like, she apparently hasn't been going to the gym. So it definitely looks like she's good for him. Like, it doesn't look like she's out to get anybody. She's not making him take her on, like, extravagant dates or anything like that. They definitely look like they're just, like, happy in a relationship, and it just sucks that their family has drama.
All right. And oh yeah, you this is for Isaiah. You got a crush on Kylie, right? Or would you date Kylie if you had the chance? You're around the same age. Oh yeah.
Yes. I very much would.
Oh, Pi, are you still doing yoga?
Yeah.
All right, and I guess it's for our viewers. Like, what are some things? Like, why did you start doing yoga, and like, what are some things you like about it?
Well, I started doing yoga actually because I saw this picture on the internet of this girl doing a back bend, and it just looked really, really nice in the picture. And I remember turning to my boyfriend and saying, I really want to be able to look like that, like get a shot like that. So I started just like practicing, and then I started looking into how to get more flexible and like the good things that come out of it. Because I've always like seen on TV and stuff like that like, you know, the richer white people, they go and do yoga or just like. So I was just like, what's the hype? Like, what benefits your body about it? So I looked up and I saw there's all these benefits. It gets your, like, muscles going. Like, for example, when you go play a sport, like, you always stretch before you play, right? Because you're, like, going to be using all your muscles and all your energy.
Yeah.
Well, when you start off your day, you're walking, you're picking up things, you're writing, you're bending over. Like, you don't really realize that you're still using your body actively.
Exactly.
So why not treat your body every day like it's prepping for a game, you know? So why not stretch in the morning before you get out of bed? Why not stretch instead of laying down on the couch watching TV? Why not sit on the floor and stretch a little bit and get, like, you know, your muscles flowing, your energy going? I've definitely found that ever since I started doing yoga, I'm much happier and much more patient.
Yeah, I think Instagram actually helped start like a little workout craze around the nation or around the world, because like these people that work out a lot and like do yoga and stuff like that, they got like 1 million followers and stuff like that. Then they eventually become trainers or get a deal with a protein type of company or something. And like me.
Yeah, and
go ahead. You're good.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, like, I know there's on like the yoga things that I follow, they have like the month challenge, and people will like hashtag it and then tag the person that they found it from, and it just gets more people doing more yoga, more people like showing off and like inspiring friends and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, me, like my meditation, I guess I love jogging. Like I can jog forever. Like my my average, like when I go outside, like I run about 12 miles, and my max is 15. But like I love going outside. I love going outside and like jogging on like nice days, and like that's sort of my meditation, and it keeps me like, I guess, well grounded. I think I started that around like 11th grade. Isaiah, you always in the gym too, aren't you?
Always.
Yeah, he stays in the gym. What do you love about the gym, man?
That's how I get my anger out. I just weightlift. That's my thing. I don't know. Like when I get mad, I just love weightlifting. That's what I do. I feel like when I'm not weightlifting, I feel like I get like weird. Like I don't know. I can't explain it. Like I don't feel the same. Okay. So.
Yeah, you're not exerting the energy, which is like what your body needs.
Yeah.
By the way, happy graduation.
Oh, thank you. You know. Oh my gosh, guys! When you graduate, it feels so good. Like feel like a big weight is off your shoulders, and it's like, okay, now I could go ahead and move on, you know, with life. It like, you know, I was in school like all year round from after high school, right? Like I did fall, winter, spring, summer. And it was so bad, like with me being busy, I had dreams of having 2 classes at the same time. Like in this dream, I'll wake up. I mean, in this dream, it'll be a teacher over here saying, "Hey, Leonard, you better hurry up and get in the class. It's almost late. You're almost gonna be late." And then in the hallway across from me, the teacher would say the same thing, like, "Hey, Leonard, you're gonna be late. You better get to class." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I signed up for 2 classes at the same time." And then then I'll wake up. It would freak me out. Or then I'll wake up and think I had a term paper due, and I realized I graduated already. Oh man. It was crazy, man. Do you guys ever have like crazy school dreams like that, or in your own way?
I used to have nightmares about being a waitress.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I like before my job now, I used to always be a waitress at like restaurant stuff, and I used to have dreams that I would get like quadruple staff, and I would I would go get soda and there wouldn't be any ice in the soda machine, and that would just be like the nightmare part of my dream. It's just like weird little things.
Every one of my nightmares are very weird and different, so I don't know. I had one nightmare where I was running through Acme and there was a bull chasing me. And I was in a pair of briefs with red on the back, so the bull was going to take me out.
Dang.
But that's it.
Oh, here's the question. I found it. This is the last thing, Pi. It says, what do you do when your best girlfriend, when you think your best girlfriend is like sneaking around with your boyfriend, or if you feel like they have like some type of chemistry going, like what do you do?
You definitely bring it up.
Yeah.
It's like you bring it up either 1 with your girlfriend or 2 with your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I think I probably had to go through that in middle school once or twice. I definitely always went to my friend first because, you know, like, they're your friends first.
Yeah.
They're going to be there for you after the boyfriend or girlfriend breaks up with you. So I definitely go to them first. And if you're really friends, they won't get offended by the question, especially if they're not doing anything wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, it's obviously if they get offended by it, then they decide how. But if not, there shouldn't be any problem. Hopefully that never happens to anybody. But if it does, definitely confront that stuff. It's not good to let that stuff simmer.
You gotta shake them up, gotta rough them up. I just look at them and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Have you been attracted to one of your friends' girls before, Isaiah, or like has it been the other way around before?
Yes. My one friend, he used to be attracted to my girl. He used to be like, "Yo, when y'all break up, I'm gonna try to get at her." He used to say that straight to my face. I get so bad. He like, "What's wrong with you, yo?" And he still says that even though we broke up, yo. I be like, "What's wrong with you, yo?" I don't know.
Did he hit her up after you guys broke up?
Nah, he didn't do that. I don't think he did. I hope he didn't. That'd be crazy.
All right, Pi, I want to thank you for being on our show tonight. We really needed that, and you're a great person. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Of course. It was awesome. Thanks for calling me. It was a nice surprise.
You're welcome.